The judge in the John Wiley Price corruption trial ripped the government for evidence not turned over to the defense. Defense attorneys for Daphne Fain threaten a mistrial because of it. Fox 4's Sean Rabb tweeted through the courtroom drama. Sean has the update.
Yeah, Clarice, federal judge Barbara Lynn said this is the government's doing, and she wanted the record to reflect, quote, the judge is showing signs of angst. The reason? An email account the government said it had just discovered was not produced for the defense.
Today, again, another rather bombshell type of revelation that there's evidence that the government has not given to the defense.
Judge Barbara Lynn told the government she was very disappointed with where we are. This case has been on the radar for a decade. Epiphany moments now are preposterous. Trial attorney Chrysta Castañeda, courtroom observing.
Yes. If the defense moves for a mistrial, which Ms. Fain's attorney said she would do as a result of the failure of this disclosure, that is huge.
The 3-year Price investigation and the June 2011 search warrants prominent in the testimony of FBI agent Alan Wilson, the government's summary witness.
He talked about Mr. Price and all of the money and how it was hidden, and tried to make the bribery connection, circumstantial bribery case.
From the perspective of the FBI, presented what he considers to be the bribery case, the public corruption case against Commissioner Price.
Daphne Fain faces 1 count of lying to the government. Agent Wilson testified about her not being truthful when interviewed the day search warrants were served. The defense attempted to impeach his testimony.
His notes during the interview, June 27th, 2011, don't match his testimony now about what she said.
Yes, and what the defense attorney pointed out was that he didn't write down the questions that they asked Ms. Fain. He wrote down what he thought were the answers. And in those answers, the answers don't seem to match up with what the government is alleging in its indictment that she lied about.
Now, the defense subpoenaed Kathy Neely to testify for Mr. Price, but her attorneys say she'll take the 5th, and that'll happen in Judge Lynn's chambers, not before jurors. Judge Lynn did order the government today to produce additional documents for the defense. No word on when she'll rule on other issues. Clarice?
All right, Sean, you will continue to cover. Thank you.
The judge in the John Wiley Price corruption case has just denied a mistrial request by defense attorneys for Price's co-defendant Daphne Fain. For the 2nd day in a row, government prosecutors have acknowledged evidence not turned over to the defense. That's why the defense attorneys asked for that mistrial. Price listened in court as the judge blasted government lawyers for an email account. It says it was just discovered, but that was never produced for the defense. Defense lawyers for Daphne Fain told the judge some of the evidence not disclosed is linked to testimony about her, Fain. Attorney Chrysta Castañeda is in the courtroom observing for us.
It's absolutely fascinating. It's such an interesting trial. There's so many twists and turns, and this disclosure of evidence issue that the judge has become upset about is really a key issue.
The defense has subpoenaed Kathy Neely to testify. Her attorney says she will invoke her 5th Amendment rights and remain silent. She's an indicted co-conspirator. Judge Lynn has ordered the government to produce additional documents for the defense. Court continues in the morning.
For a 2nd day, federal prosecutors in the John Wiley Price corruption case admitted that they failed to turn over some evidence to the defense.
Judge pretty angry that government lawyers claim they just discovered an email account. Lawyers for Price's co-defendant Daphne Fain asked for a mistrial. The judge denied that, but ordered prosecutors to produce any more evidence. That trial will continue today.
Fascinating. It's such an interesting trial. There's so many twists and turns, and this disclosure of evidence issue that the judge has become upset about is really a key issue.
The defense subpoenaed Price's former political consultant Kathy Neely. Her lawyer, though, indicates she plans to take the 5th if she's called. She does face a separate trial on similar charges.